All right, my man, let's talk Nate Pearson here. Now, obviously, you've been working with Nate since he was 14.
Right.
Um,
You're going to be surprised at what I'm about to tell you. Go
okay.
ahead.
I'm just curious
So,
where you are on
so
this.
okay. So Toronto sent out a tweet, and I got it from his agent a couple of weeks ago. And Toronto sent out the tweet that said he's in the top 5% in the major leagues in velocity. Oh, by the way, he's in the bottom 13% in command. So Toronto already sent out a tweet. It's on the phone, but they already sent out a tweet kind of setting something up. Now Nate did not come to me last year. So I didn't see him. He's been locked up really with the driveline stuff and the analytics and all that stuff. And I think it's been detrimental. He's cutting himself off, and his command has not been what Nate Pearson's command should be. When Nate was coming out of high school, and it's not even close, he had the best fastball command of anybody I've ever seen, period, that age throwing 92 to 94. Best fastball command. His senior year in high school, I, I, I think he walked 7 guys and struck out 109 in like 60 innings. He never used to walk people ever. And I know that his whip this year is almost two, if it's not two. Um, so he's been struggling with command, and it's because he's cutting himself off. And I talked to his agent, and we're going to be doing some work together this offseason, trying to get his stride back out um, to where it's supposed to be to free him up. Now, this is my personal opinion because I know Nate. If he gets his stride back out to where he's supposed to, and his body is allowed to do what it wants, you guys might have an all-star next year, whether it's in the pen or starting. Um, I believe that with all my heart. And again, I'm hard on pitchers. I'm hard on pitchers because I was a mediocre one, so I want to make myself look better all the time, right? By the time I'm old and retired, I might have thrown 99 miles an hour. I don't know. As I get older, the velocity seems to go up. But but with Nate, his somewhere along the line with all the analytical stuff, he lost his way when it came to competing and just looking at a guy and going like, there's no way I'm giving you a piece of candy. You're not getting a walk. So I think that he is back in that direction and being aggressive again. And it's something that young kids go through all the time. You when you've never tasted when you've never tasted adversity and then you taste adversity, it takes time to learn how to get over the hump. I remember coming out of high school, I dominated. Coming out of college, I dominated. I dominated A ball. I dominated double A. I got to triple A, and everybody was as good as me. And it was hard as hell. I remember there were nights in Rochester, New York in 1991 where I walked my dog until her feet were bleeding. And I'm sure God turned me off because he was tired of hearing me complain. So, you go through those kinds of things. When you come out the other end and you go, okay, wait a minute. Everybody that I talked to before I signed was right. I should never change my what I'm doing because I haven't failed. A lot of times when you get to pro ball, you change things before you fail. So you don't know what to do when you do fail anyway. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I go through it all the time with guys that get drafted. They go to a team and then they send me video, and some clown ass pitching coach is changing everything they're doing, and they haven't even given up a hit in pro ball yet. They're changing everything they do before they fail. That's the one thing that's different about the time now as to when even I came up. Nobody touched me until I failed. And then they go, okay, here's what we got to change. And so if you don't know how to handle the adversity, Nate's learning how to handle the adversity because it's the first time he's ever had it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to get back in the off season and have him back in the shop with all the other guys, Brady Singer and Daniel Norris and and Woody and all the guys,
Yeah.
and we have this great group of guys that come in and work out. And to get him back in there is going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. The one thing about Nate is he is such a good person. He's such a good kid. He's such a hard worker. He's got all the tools and attributes to be an all-star. Not a good player, an all-star. And Nate himself has said he wants to be the greatest. I believe that he could be, with longevity, one of the best to do it. His stuff is dirty. He is dirty.